Year's Brigade presents Rocking on the Nile. And Ron, this is a new brigade.
This is the first year for ring number 1. However, these are veteran mummers. This is one of the rather unusual cases where an entire unit has moved from one section of the parade to the other. This club marched as in a special mention category of the fancy division and won top prize in that category the last 2 years. They've grown a little larger and more elaborate and have moved up to the fancy division, fancy brigade division, which is a considerable jump. But they are experienced on the street.
And this is more of a, if you will, team concept than the fancy clubs.
Well, special mention is the one category within the fancy division where there is a team element. Special mention groups have like about 20 or so. I'm not sure the exact number. So they have grown somewhat to become a brigade, but they already were operating as in an ensemble way. We didn't see the special mention people here, I believe, at the A stand. I think they're judged at a secondary stand, so we may not have seen them much on the telecast today.
Anything special we should look for, Bob, in the way of looking at these and judging them?
Well, in particular, this group, because they are the first up the street this year, they must go first, and which is, again, always a difficult position.
All right, let's watch them and listen.
fantastic. You know, they're judged 50 points for costume and 50 points for presentation. And you can certainly see they put a good effort in the costume designing, particularly for the first time out in the Fancy Brigade category.
Joe Bellotti in his brand new ring number 1 with Rockin' on the Nile as Cleopatra's barge floats slowly down East Penn Square. And we're in the final portion of our Mummers Parade 1992. We're going to be going to the Gallagher New Year Brigade in just a few moments. But first of all, we're going to Tom Baldry.
The King Tut, if you will, of our first brigade today. Joe, how'd the performance go?
Very well, as far as I'm concerned. We worked hard, we tried hard. I don't think we did bad for the first year. Fancy Brigade.
Take us through the tape, if you would, Joe, of your performance. Some old-time rock and roll rocking down the Nile.
Yes, it is. My son is one of the mummies. He's 12 years old. It's the 11th parade. We have the Cleopatra float. It's my 2 nieces. We have one of the slaves is one of my nephews. Got a lot of family involved. I think they put on a hell of a show.
Little change of performance from the string bands. How do you feel about being first? Is that a help? Does it hurt?
Well, they say it's a jinx spot, but I'm going to change that. Hopefully.
We'll see, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. You too. Back inside.